Okay, so wait a minute. So I can... So it does show a body that's... Okay. Armor rating, common helmet. Mercenary coat. That looks ugly as all hell. Alright. Maybe I'm wrong. Hello, Major Penance. Welcome into the stream. Okay, so it looked like it just showed up, though, as being lootable. It looked like it just showed up as being lootable, no? That is a fugly-ass helm. Freaking cowl, I'm telling you right now. That is ugly as hell. I look like a freaking, I look like some Star Wars, like low-rank stormtrooper. What the hell is that? Really? That is ugly. Ugly. But is consume on and stamina, powerful combat effects. Most abilities require time to pass before reuse.
There! Watch out! If we flank them, we may gain the advantage.
It didn't switch into tactical view right there. $48 gold. Okay. So it didn't switch into tactical view there, even though I thought I pressed it. Make sure that I've actually got tactical view up and working. Shoot. Key bindings. Yeah, tactical camera's space. I don't yet understand the whole tactical thing. We'll see. Seems to be running pretty smoothly, though, from what I can tell so far. Okay. So far, it looks like I can just see the stuff to pick up. So far, the highlighting thing hasn't happened.
Up on the hill. It attacks from a distance.
From a distance.
One down.
See, I'm not... It's not doing the tactical thing. Do I not have access to it yet, maybe? Hold on, there's loot over there. Do I not have access to that yet? Dreamer Rags. This is a creature research item. Bring it to a creature research specialist to learn more about this type of creature. That's cool. Oh, it'll force you into it soon? Character. Okay, okay. Okay, cool. That's fine. Let me save it. What the heck is quick save, by the way? What is quick save? Quick save is... Quick save is F5. Okay, so standard. Let's do that then. Did it just save? I think it did. Yes. Okay, it did. Nice, it was a little bit clearer that it's saving, but okay. Alrighty. Yeah, cool. Thanks, dude.
Ah! They're falling from the breach!
Oh, I never looked at the Wraith Codex. Haha, my fault. What do we know about the Wraiths? Shade. It has often been suggested that the only way for a demon to affect the world of the living is by possessing a living or once living body, but this is not always true. Indeed, a Shade is one such creature, a demon in its true form that is adapted to affect the world around it. My hypothesis is this. We already know that many demons become confused when they pass through the veil into our world. They are unable to tell the living from the dead, the very static nature of our universe being confusing to a creature that is accustomed to a physicality defined entirely by emotion and memory. That's cool. Hold on a second. I'm just noticing I want to adjust that slightly. Okay. Most demons seek to seize immediately upon anything they perceive as life, jealously attempting to possess it. But what of those that do not? What of those that encounter no life or fail to possess a body? What of those that are more cautious by their nature? These demons watch, they lurk, they envy. In time, such a demon will learn to drain energy from the psyche of those it encounters, just as it did in the Fade. Once it is drained enough, it has the power to manifest and will forever after be known as a Shade. Such a creature spurns possession. It instead floats as a shadow across its piece of land, preying upon the psyche of any across its path. Perhaps it believes itself still in the Fade. There is evidence to believe this is so. What about a Wraith? Like wisps, Wraiths are sometimes thought to be the remains of spirits or demons that have been destroyed. They cannot shape the Fade around themselves, nor are they capable of mimicking forms they see in the minds of dreamers as many weaker spirits do. Instead, they are the scavengers of the Fade, dwelling in the shadows of stronger beings, feeding on scraps of thought and emotion. From beyond the veil, Spirits and Demons by Enchanter Murdramel. Actually, I want to save this. It doesn't let me name them, huh? Okay. Hey, Agent Goblin, what's up? How you been? Okay. Oh god. Whoopsie! Okay. My guy is not packing a lot of damage in so far. Alright. I'll tell you what, man. Fantasy games are in love with frost settings. They love winter settings like no one's business. Skyrim. This game, I think The Witcher 3 looks like a lot of it takes place in a wintry land, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously, you have Icewind Dale. One of the good things so far, although I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in the tactical view, but I do feel like this looks like a lot less sluggish than Dragon Age 1 was. One of my big complaints about Dragon Age Origins is it just felt sluggish. Like the movement, the combat felt slow.
You can hear the fighting.
So yeah.
Who's fighting?
You'll see soon. We must help them.
Let's quick save it then. No, it's not gonna let me do it. I have to actually interact with them. Oh, this guy.
Quickly, before more come through.
How's the volume, by the way, guys?
I did nothing. The credit is yours.
I gotcha. How's the, is the sound as good for everybody so far? Okay, let's see. So I can help.
At least this is good for something.
Whatever magic opened the breach in the sky also placed that mark upon your hand. I theorized the mark might be able to close the
Why
rift
do I
that
have,
opened in the
like,
breach's wake.
nail polish on?
And it seems I was correct.
Meaning it could also close the breach itself.
Possibly. It seems you hold the key to our salvation.
Good to know. Here I thought we'd be ass deep in demons forever.
What is that? A dwarf with no beard?
Barrack Tethras, rogue, storyteller, and occasionally unwelcome tag-along.
Come on, we need a beard.
Are you with the Chantry, or?
Was that a serious question?
Technically, I'm a prisoner, just like you.
I brought you here to tell your story to the divine. Clearly, that is no longer necessary.
Hey, a man can appreciate some
Yet,
good nail polish.
Here I am. Lucky for you, considering current events.
That's a nice crossbow you have there.
Ah, isn't she? Bianca and I have been through a lot together.
You named your crossbow Bianca.
Of course.
What's up, Cujo?
And she'll be great company in the valley.
How you been, man?
Absolutely not. Your help is appreciated, Varric.
Oh, sorry,
Have you been in the valley lately, Seeker? Your soldiers aren't in control anymore. You need me.
Ugh. My name is Solus, if there are to be introductions. I am pleased to see you still live.
He means I kept that mark from killing you while you slept.
You seem to know a great deal about it all.
Unlike you,
Solus
is an
slightly
apostate.
approves.
Technically,
Slightly.
all mages are now apostates, Cassandra. My travels have allowed me to learn much of the faith.
That's what I was asking. Thank you,
Far beyond
Cujo.
experience of any circle.
I wanted to know if it sounded
I
quiet.
came to offer whatever help I can give with the breach. If it is not closed, we are all doomed, regardless of our.
I will up it in just a moment.
That's a commendable attitude.
Merely a sensible one. Although sense appears to be in short supply right now. Cassandra, you should know. The magic involved
Oh,
is
really?
unlike any I've seen. Your prisoner is a mage, but I find it difficult to imagine any mage having such power.
Understood. We must get to the forward camp quickly.
I'm not.
Well, Bianca's excited.
The cutscenes to me feel a little. Okay, first of all, let me increase the volume. The cutscene feels a little. How do I put it? Like they're moving around doesn't feel totally. It feels even less natural than Mass Effect did, or whatever that's worth. All right, we'll see if that's any better.
This way, down the bank. The road ahead is blocked.
Let me know if that's
we must
better.
Move quickly.
Oh yeah, Zach. But I remember I never played 2, so I mean, I only played 1. It's been a long time. I don't press T. Actually, I do press T. They're portraits. About that. I don't see any portraits, though. I don't see any portraits on my screen. Should I be seeing portraits? Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I had heard that, Zach. I don't see any portraits on my screen. Why is that? I can switch them. I mean, I can switch them over, but why? I don't see any portraits. You know, should I be seeing the portraits? They go where I have chat currently? No, they're not there right now, though. They're not on my screen. They may not show up till the next fight. Okay. It's just strange that it gave me that tip, though. Because it was like, oh, to control them, do blah, 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 blah. I'm like, control who, exactly?
Demons ahead.
Glad you brought me now, Seeker.
Tactical camera mode. Oh, you can scroll the wheel all the way out. While in tactical camera, use WQSE, hold down to scan the battlefield. Use tab to cycle through targets. Issue orders. Oh, so you could scroll. Oh, so you could scroll all the way out. That's cool too. Okay. There's the portraits, by the way. Okay. I don't think I'm going to need this for this so far. Oh, damn it. How do I heal myself? Am I able to share? I mean, sure, I'd be happy to do it, Zach. I just don't know how it works. I did do Dragon Age Keep before we started. So what was I going to say? How do you heal? Or rest? I see the potions, but is that like the only way to do it? Let me try one. Okay. Oh, I see. The minute I go into combat, the portraits show up. Only healing is health potions. Really? Interesting. Alright, well, here's hoping that you can get a lot of them. Elf root. Gathering resources. Gather herbs and metals out in the wild, using to craft upgrades to your gear and potions. Explore and find as many varieties as you can. Let's take a look at that codex. Characters. Solus, Cassandra. I understand our first order of business must be to investigate this bizarre breach in the sky and protect people from the demons descending. While my search continues, I wish to draw your attention to a new arrival at our camp, an elven apostate calling himself Solus. Solus entered the camp voluntarily, surrendering his staff to Chantry forces without protest. He is not Dalish and says that he has never been... Oh, that's why, Hippo. Okay. I'm going to change that then. Thank you, Hippo. Good call, man. I was like, wait, why? Forgot about that. Oh, the total of healing potions is shared with the entirety of the party? Okay, cool. That's good to know. Thanks, Cujo. Not Dalish says he's never been part of the circle, claiming instead to have studied magic peacefully on his own, particularly magic tied to the Fade. While I suspect he'll be reluctant to accept the help of an apostate, Solus did come to us freely. Witnesses saw him in a nearby village at the time of the blast, so he was likely not responsible for what happened at the Conclave. However, he has described the effects of the breach in enough detail to convince me that he knows more about the Fade than anyone else present. Solus has requested permission to study the lone survivor in one of the smaller rifts in hoping of finding a way to seal the breach. He has correctly guessed that it is growing and believes it will destroy the entire world unless we find a way to stop it. Unless you object, I will allow him his studies under proper observation, of course, Liliana. Ah, Varric Tethras. There's power in stories. That's all history is. The best tales. The ones that last. Might as well be mine. Varric Tethras of the Dwarven Merchants Guild of Kirkwall is famous or infamous for two things. His books and his association with the champion of Kirkwall. After the Templars and Circles broke away from the Chantry, Divine Justinia V sent her agents to Kirkwall, where the roots of the war began, in search of answers. The champion had long since disappeared, but Varric had written a book on his friend's involvement in the destruction of the Kirkwall Chantry, and the left and right hands of the Divine located him with surprising ease. They captured and interrogated him, then brought him to the Conclave to give his testimony to the Divine in person, but fate decreed that he would never meet her. Wait a second, I want to check something. Okay. The art, you know, strangely, the art in the cards is reminding me slightly of Guacamelee. I don't know why. Elf root was first used by the elves of Arlathan, hence the name. The root gave their medicines particular efficacy, so when the Imperium conquered the elves, the Magisters adopted its use, and its popularity spread to all corners of the Empire. Dear God, that wall of text. Healing is with healing potions. Replenish automatically in camp. Regeneration potions. Healing tonics have to be crafted, equipped, replenished on your characters manually. Each get a separate pool. Rest of camps recharge. Supply caches. Barriers and guard. Generate extra bonus health. Okay, cool. Elfroot is a hardy plant with large green leaves that grows wild in many places. It's so common that it tends to show up in most gardens and fields, almost like a weed. Unlike a weed, however, most people appreciate having access to the wonderful little plant. The roots can be used with very little preparation. Rubbing some of the juice on a wound, for example, will speed up healing and numb pain. And chewing on a slice of root treats minor ailments like indigestion, flatulence, and hoarse throats. There are several varieties, but the most useful for herbalists are the bitter, gossamer, and royal elf roots. Excerpt from the Botanical Compendium by Inez Arancia, botanist. Okay. So let me change up that HUD thing. Because the default is that it's always on, so let's do it. On my way. There's the whole map. That's where I came from, I guess. So Inquisition's power grows. It gains enemies in equal measure. Take an iron will to bring Thetis back from the brink of chaos, but that is precisely what must be done. The Wrath of Heaven. Leliana is waiting at a forward camp close to the breach. Reach the forward camp. Haven. Haven once offered respite for pilgrims traveling to the Temple of Sacred Ashes farther into the Frostback Mountains. In the wake of the temple's destruction, the storied village, which was also home to a dragon-worshipping cult during the Fifth Blight, now serves as a makeshift camp for those working to pick up the pieces. Know thine enemies. Some items recovered in battle may later be worth studying. Okay. Wait a minute. So am I going the wrong way? I am, aren't I? Unless I can go up to the right somehow? Go up here just for the hell of it.
So, I take it you're from the Free Marches. Oh, accent. I'm from Kirkwall.
Are those
You're
caltrops?
from, further east, maybe?
It's quite the ear you have.
I'm all kinds of impressive.
Look at the caltrops. Wow. Those look nasty. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why am I in tactical mode? Does that just always happen? I guess it always happens. Whoa, God. I actually see that being annoying. Yeah, I have 7 out of 8. It's gotta be loot, right? Okay. Damn it. I'm trying to interact, please. Do I have to go right next to it, really? Life Ward Amulet. Plus 50 Life Ward heal. When a blow is about to drop a character's health below 0, the amulet shatters and heals the character over the specified amount. Ooh. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna have to equip that in a minute. Iron. Okay. Let's equip it. Alright. Let's have you drink one. Does it heal? Does it heal all of them? Like, how much health does it heal? Do you know? Or I guess a better way to ask that is... I want to see... How do I check their skills? How do I check skills? Why is that locked? Oh, I can't get into it yet? Sure, Zach. Yeah, sure. It's kind of cool, that attempt to climb. What? You can't climb up there? Oh. Forgot about the jump. Skills is character record? Yeah, but it looks like it's locked, though. Yeah, sure, Zach. Go ahead. That's fine. But it looks like it's locked, that character record. I can't get into it. Healing potion heals for 3 something of hit points, but then it gets... Then you get upgrades. Okay. Damn it.
I know it's difficult, but we must keep moving.
So, are you innocent? I don't remember what happened.
That'll get you every time. Should have spun a story.
That's what you would have done.
It's more believable and less prone to result in premature execution.
Ugh. Oh, it's hitting me. Oh, you're up there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Take it easy, big fella. Later in the... Oh, jeez.
We will see for ourselves at the forward camp. We're almost there.
Okay, hold on. Later in the game, you will have access to a war map board thing. There's a small exploit. With the map, you can send your advisors off to do missions for you. These can range from 20 minutes to upwards of 16 to 24 hours. If you go to your computer's time settings, you can trick the game into thinking time has passed by changing the clock. But is the only way... But I don't know, though, Zach. Is the only way to beat the game in a month going to be by doing it that way? I can't imagine that they built the game so that you have to take 6 months to finish it. I mean, I may or may not use that, I guess, if I had to. But, I mean, it seems strange to me that you'd have to do that. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Hello, Volateer. I'm playing on normal, Volateer. I usually play games on normal because my assumption usually is that that's always really balanced.
We must seal it! Quickly!
Because my assumption usually is that that's what it's, that's sort of what they balanced it best for, so. Oh, those missions are side quests? The missions on the board take 16 actual hours? Well, but I don't understand, though. So, okay, I get that they're side quests. That's fine. But it says if you don't have to do most of the war map missions. If you don't, you miss a lot. But if you're talking about missing a lot of the story, I mean, you have to play 16 hours to get the story? I mean, because I understand what Zach's saying. I don't want to spend 6 months on this game. I mean, I'm looking forward to it and all, but I got plenty of other games in backlog. So, I don't know.
Coming! Help us!
Damn it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Good God, man.
Hurry! Use the mark!
Okay, and leveled up. Level up. Arvin has reached level 2. Characters leveled up. Increases your health and stats automatically. Awards you 1 ability point to use. Press P to open the character record to see the abilities screen. Alright, let's do it. That's interesting. So it keeps timing down when the game is off, but it takes 16 actual hours. See, the only problem with that is that when I'm not playing on my computer, I usually have it off. I mean, I guess when it comes back on, it would recognize it, but... Hello, Twisted. Yeah, but do you have to have... Okay, that's cool. You can turn off the game. Yeah, but you have to have the computer on, though, right? Because a lot of times I don't. Okay, let's see. Spirit. Masters of this school of magic call upon spirits for protection as well as the essence of the fate itself. Your spells disrupt hostile magic, create defensive barriers, and even heal injuries. Okay. Storm. Masters of the school of magic call forth the power of thunder and lightning. Inferno. Unrelenting fire. Winter. Chain lightning. You can turn the computer off. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Okay. Hello, Chooks. Could I just change your clock then? Yeah, apparently that's the suggestion. Okay, let's see. Behavior screen allows you to provide instructions to your party on how they should fight, cooperate, defend themselves in combat. While you can directly control and switch between party members at any time, they will follow these rules when you're not controlling them. Okay. Attempt to use a healing potion. Okay. I got you. Okay. No, let's do that. Okay, that's fine. So let's go back up to... Whoa, God. Wrong guy. No, 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 no. I want abilities. I'm going to make him shock. I'm going to set shock up. Does anybody know... I guess I can level them each independently. It's too bad that we have 2 mages. If I had thought about that, I don't know. I would have chosen a ranged guy, maybe. Let me take a look at what your abilities are. Barrier and Winter's Grasp. So you're Spirit and Ice. Okay. So then I can be more shock. Shock through the heart. You're to blame. Each ability tree contains active abilities, upgrades of passive abilities. Active abilities have diamond-shaped icons. They can be mapped to your hotbar and then used in combat. Upgrades are attached to an ability and make it stronger. Passive abilities have circular icons and are permanent boost to your character that are always active. Blah, blah, blah to navigate the trees. Okay. Click an ability upgrade to learn it. You can only learn abilities connected to the root of the ability tree or connected to ability you've already learned. And press escape to go back. Okay. So, we got Chain Lightning. Arcing Surge. Okay. Energy Barrage. Lightning Bolt. Stormbringer. Ooh, I like that. Storm comes to your aid even without your calling it. When you're in combat, lightning will periodically strike a random nearby enemy. Hell yes. Gathering Storm. Each basic attack shorts your active... Oh, nice! You use your staff's energy to fill the area with sympathetic magic. Each basic attack shortens your active cooldown times. That's awesome. Conductive Current. The more magical energy you expend, the more damage your spells do. That's not bad. Static Charge. You sheathe yourself in lightning while casting spells. Ooh. It's interesting that you can kind of go... I like this. I like the fact that if you go down this path, you can get here faster, but you can still go this way. You know, like, it doesn't limit you if you go in this direction. Gathering Storm. I really like that conceptually.
Open the gate.
Right away, Cassandra.
We are clear for the moment.
Wait a second. Okay, so that's just circular, so that's always on. Okay, good. Lovely.
Well done.
Whatever that thing on your hand is, it's useful.
It doesn't work properly? What do you mean, Hippo? I mean, that doesn't bother me because, you know, I'm going to play the game on the assumption that it's working. Let's save it. Do that. Let's look at the codex, which I forgot to do before. Fade, rifts caused by weaknesses in the Veil. Rift spawn demons and can only be sealed once all nearby demons are killed. The mark can disrupt the rift and cause damage to enemies. When the Fade rift is available, interact with it to disrupt the rift and both stun and damage demons in its vicinity. The Herald can use the mark to close the rift once all the demons it has spawned are dead. Okay, cool. Tactical camera, character record, and behaviors. Right. So 2. Okay. What are we doing on time here? Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see. Alright, another like, let's go until about 9:45, and then I'm going to take about a 10 to 15 minute break, guys, because I got to get dinner, and then I will come back at 10 o'clock. So 10 o'clock my time. So I'm going to go for another 8 minutes or so, then I'll take a 15-minute break, and then I'll come back, and then we will continue to play. And for those of you who are new to the stream, by the way, I hope you like what you see in here. My name is Arvin Elleron. I play all sorts of different games, but my particular interest is story and narrative-based games, so I like a lot of RPGs, some adventure games, even the occasional Phoenix Wright game, and of course an occasional retro game as well. And I have an interview coming up on December 18th with one of the developers from the Shadowgate remake. That's cool. Screenshot. And if you like what you see in here, please make sure to hit that follow button. And thanks for stopping by. Sorry for breaking your doors. Ah, okay.
You have already got enough trouble without resorting to this exercise in you, Cassandra, the most holy.
Okay. Weapons. I don't want the mace, but he may. Who uses a mace? What do you have? You have a Morning Star? 43 damage plus 4% attack. Oh, you can put runes in this? Really? Yeah, equip it. Thank you, Shadowed. Good to see you, by the way, Shadowed. Yeah, Phoenix Wright was fun, but you know, I played it a good long time, so I will come back to it again next year. But
Here they come.
You made it. Chancellor Roderick, this is...
I know who he is. As Grand Chancellor of the Chantry, I hereby order you to take this criminal to Val Royeaux to face execution.
I hereby order you to
Order me?
shut
You
the
are
hell
a
up.
glorified clerk. A bureaucrat.
Hell yeah.
And you are a thug, but a thug who supposedly serves the Chantry.
We serve the most holy, Chancellor. As you well know.
Okay, Diff.
Justinia is dead. We must elect a replacement and obey her orders on the matter.
Isn't closing the breach the more pressing issue?
You brought this on us in the first place.
And you have a funny hat.
Call a retreat, Seeker. Our position here is hopeless.
We can stop this before it's too late.
How? You won't survive long enough to reach the temple, even with all your soldiers.
We must get to the temple. It's the quickest route.
But not the safest. Our forces can charge as a distraction while we go through the mountains.
Is that the Leliana from the first Dragon
We
Age?
lost
Because
contact with an entire
she was
squad
the one I
of Robots.
romanced in the
It's
first
too
game.
risky.
Listen to me. Abandon this now, before more lives are lost.
How do you think we should proceed?
Now you're asking me what I think.
You have the mark?
And you are the one we must keep alive. Since we cannot agree on our own,
I thought I recognized that accent. Ah, Leliana. Let's take the mountain path.
Use the mountain path. Work together. You all know what's at stake.
Liliana, bring everyone left in the valley. Everyone.
On your head be the consequences, Seeker.
Yeah, he was here earlier on. He's trying to avoid some spoilers. It's the only problem with playing this game. I was worried about people avoiding because of spoilers, but I seriously thought about playing Ultima Underworld and finishing up that run, but I was excited to try this too. Okay. How are we doing on time? Okay, about 3 minutes before I take my little break. Oh. Bless it. I wish you could interact with these things a little bit farther away. Whoa, glitch. I guess it's not glitch.
The tunnel should be just ahead. The path to the temple lies just beyond it.
What manner of tunnel is this? A mine?
Part of an old mining complex.
Thank you for the follow, Nini Joey Jojo.
And your missing soldiers
Welcome to the
are
Argonauts.
there somewhere?
Along with whatever has detained them.
We shall see soon enough.
Hippo. Nice. Tremendous. You know, it's funny though, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of an insight into something. I am writing my 4th novel, as you guys know. I have other publishing news that I can't share with you guys yet, but I'm looking forward to. But besides my graphic novel, which is coming out in a month or so, my graphic novel Icarus, I have some other, as I say, writing stuff I'm working on that I can't share. However, one thing I can share is that I'm working on my 4th overall novel, which is called Shade and Shadow, and one of the parts of that novel involves them being in more or less like a mountain fortress like this. It's less exposed, I mean, it's more exposed, it's less like fortified, it's more just sort of like off by itself, but I dig that. It's like in Batman Begins, the place where he trains up on the mountain. I dig that kind of stuff, so... She seems kind of like a badass to me, love. Oh, hi. Hello. Let me just back up. Sorry. Pardon me. Nice. That is related to one of the things I can't talk about, Apples. I am literally not allowed to talk about it. Because I am under an NDA, so I can't talk about it, but, it's gonna be good things, I think. Good things ahead, I'll just say that. And I can't wait to share it with you guys, but I can't do it yet. Right, exactly, Hippo. What's the map look like in here? So I don't get any interior map, huh? No, Xanos. No, Xanos, I am not. Okay. Here we go. Good stuff. Alright. Talking about it is not breaking the NDA, Tiff. Talking about that I can't talk about something is not breaking an NDA. Okay, let's see. So, all right, folks. So far, so good. I am enjoying myself so far, but I'm going to have dinner. So I'm going to leave you guys for about 15 minutes. I'm going to run some music while I do it. Just some reminders. Again, if you are interested in finding out more about the stream, definitely do the Steam group, which is, I believe if you just type in ! Steam group, that'll get you over to the community. We have 176 members now, and we're growing all the time. That's where you can kind of hang out in between streams. If you want to know more about past broadcasts, you can go over to my YouTube. ! ArvTube will get you there. Please tweet out the stream, let people know about it, spread the word. We are pushing towards a partnership at some point in the not too distant future. And yeah, if you're new to the stream, welcome, and I hope you enjoy what you see and hear. That said, I'm going to leave you guys for about 15 minutes. I'll be back at around 10, and I'm going to play some music in the meantime. So hang tight, don't go anywhere. I'll be back in a little bit, and talk amongst yourselves. Have fun. I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Once again I see your face, the surface lined with care. Once again it dawns on me that you're no longer there. Well, I'm not one to hide from my problems. I'd rather hold them to my heart. But then again, I always had you for context. Keep them from tearing me apart. And you always said you'd stand nearby. since then I've stumbled on. Well, I've got my highs and my lows. Sometimes I travel farther than I thought I could. Well, it's never far enough, I know. I never was one for ironic self-reflection. I never played the cynic's part. But then I never knew the strength of our connection. And now I know I'm not that smart. And there comes a time we all will face, when the past and future meet. In some good time I may come to see you, but until that happens, I'm left alone upon this street. I've had my choice companions, I've had my friends along the road. A few of them have passed by the wayside, and here I am with far to go. Would you find it almost half amusing? Would you fill your mind with care when I reached out to touch you and madly grasped the air? And you always said you'd stand nearby, closer than any friend. And with you near, I felt faith to try. What I didn't know was you'd leave the path Oh, well, hello, it's nice to see you, but I wouldn't want to be you. No, I'd rather be myself. Though I can tell you got your reasons, and you're a good one for all seasons. You're just a picture of good health. Oh, but you see, I've got my own things, despite the problems that they all bring. At least I feel like mine to lose. I'd rather fight and lose my own wars and get to close my own doors. At least then I'm the one to choose. Oh, this is on me, only on me, yeah, this is on me. Well, it's so very hard to be someone like me, yeah, someone like me, oh, someone like me. And in the time I built my own space, it comes to win my own race. In the time I found my home, you could have helped me in my travels. Instead you helped me to unravel. You know you played a kind of bold. Oh, in the home I hold my heartbeat. In the place I try to repeat all the things that worked before. Well, if you break it down as I did, and if you take me at my own bid, if you knew me at my like me, yeah, someone like me, oh, someone like me. It's nice to see you, but I wouldn't want to be you. No, I'd rather be myself. Though I can tell you've got your reasons, and you're a good one for all seasons. You're just a picture of good health. Oh, but you see, I've got my own things, despite the problems that they all bring. At least I feel like mine to lose. I'd rather fight and lose my own wars and get to close my own doors. At least then I'm the one to choose. Oh, this is on me, only on me, yeah, this is on me. Well, it's so very hard to be someone like me, yeah, someone like me. Oh, this is on me, only on me, yeah, this is on me. Well, it's so very hard to be someone like me, yeah, someone like me. Drift out of my high head, take my body instead. I'll need my senses now. I'll need a way to show you how. It's not that I just don't care, but I've just become aware. Is this your picture here? Why won't your image disappear? Have you grown angry yet? Well, you haven't gotten to that yet. Will you find my words in time? When you learn that you're not mine. 'cause I will still be here. Don't tell it, don't make it clear, 'cause I will still be here. Don't tell it, don't make it clear. Drift out of my high head, take my body instead. But your memory won't get gone. You won't let me break this bond. Well, do you remember when the world was fresh and new? When it all seemed clear to you? When your aim was straight and true? Well, your mind untroubled by the questions in the dark, content to play your part, open pathways to your heart. Well, your life untainted by a host of broken dreams. When all your acts were queens, understood all that it means. Could you have understood the way your life was bound? Did you ever wonder how you got from there to now? Oh, yes, you're gonna fly away from here, where the sky grows more clear, and your problems disappear, drift away down below. Watch them go down to your friends, where the trouble never ends, and there's always just one more day left to go. Go on and search now through your pile of broken lies and your set of fake goodbyes. Another cynical disguise. When will they catch you? All those little things you said. Will it turn around instead? Blame the voices in your head. With all your subtle language, try and turn your life around. If your center gets unwound, you do your best to slow things down. And if you feel things that you never felt before, things that could listen, I might be less afraid to play. I've seen inside you, I've known your mind, I've traced your instincts, I've watched your innocence unwind. What did you think of that fading gleam? Did you consider the cost of every broken tree? Well, how did I touch you? How did it feel? Did you discover that part of me you thought was real? Yeah. Oh, that's it, you won't regret it. Well, that's it, now don't forget it. Well, this time you just can't find it. Trust me, you just won't mind it. Don't cry, don't blame me. Oh, no, no shame on me. I had to pierce your blindness, so I did you this small kindness. I often wonder what you could say. If I had listened, I might have been afraid to play. Well, I saw inside you, I knew your mind, I traced your instincts, I helped your innocence unwind. Yeah. Well, that's it, you won't regret it. Well, that's it, now don't forget it. Well, this time you just can't find it. But trust me, you just won't mind it. Well, don't cry, don't blame me. Oh, no, no shame on me. Well, I had to pierce your blindness, so I did you this small kindness. dog and the vampire went walking late one night. They found themselves conversing under the pale moonlight. I find a grunt so hungry I can't run from the cold. No one is left to feed me. The others are too bold. The vampire said I'm empty. There's no blood left to spill. And once the people grow too scared to come, I know they never will. The dog and the vampire, two friends in the night. If only they could find their way, they'd make themselves feel right. The dog and the vampire are less different than they seem. They both live on the broken shells of others. They live on broken dreams. The dog said, make me a vampire. I've nowhere left to roam. I want to live forever, but not if I'm alone. The vampire said, you're crazy. You'll never live it down. Your mind would soon grow hazy. Your world come crashing down. The dog and the vampire, they speak without words. A dream brigade, a nighttime choir. They've never once been heard. The dog begged the vampire for hours upon end. The vampire just refused him. No pleading made him bend. Finally he gave in. He held the dog real fast. He bit hard, he drained his life, and never once returned. Through his tears he knew the loss. The dog had finally learned. The dog and the vampire, two friends in the night. If only they could find their way and make themselves feel right. The dog and the vampire, they speak without words. Dream Brigade, a nighttime choir, that never once been Xanos. What's up, Shocky Wolf? I see that you're new. Welcome into the stream. I hope you like what you see in here. I apologize, everyone, for taking so long, but oh my god, I was hungry, and I had to spend the first 15 minutes of that break basically bringing in things from the car. My daughter was at a birthday party of a friend of hers, so she drove back. Apparently, this is her friend Liam, who's in her first grade class, so she had a great time with her and all the other kids, and she was like out. When I got back to the car, she's just like in the back seat, in her car seat, just going snoring. So yeah, good stuff. Anyway, so let's get back into it. I hope you guys have enjoyed so far what you've seen, and let us move back into the game, shall we? Let's do it up. Okay, where was I? Ah, yes. I was exploring is what I was doing. Ah, I thought that was a door. Well, thanks, Eric. I appreciate that very much. I'm glad you do. I'm not sure why the pinging is necessary. Did I listen to the birthday party? Yeah! What was I gonna say? Whoa. Damn, man. I was gonna say something and I forgot it. Oh well. What's up, Lord Sloth? Listen to those environmental effects, though. Oh, I saw something. I don't know why this pinging should even be necessary, to be honest with you. Well, I mean, why not just have the tab thing? Which is like what they used to have in all the other Baldur's Gates. I also find it annoying that if I highlight something, I have to walk next to it. I should be able to just click on it and walk over there. Stiletto and a griffin shield. Ooh. I'm going to have to take a look at that in a minute. And what is that? Torch! Aha! Another torch. Okay. Hey, Bruceable. That was a chill intro. Oh, thank you, man. Okay, what the hell was I doing? I was... Didn't I restore potions? I must have taken a couple of the potions, I guess. Alright, weapon time. Let's take a look at what we got. I'm not going to be using the Griffin Shield. I'm happy with the Acolyte Ice Staff for now. So, you, however... You've got an Inquisition Shield. This would be better. Griffin Shield time. What about you, Varric? Can't use it because... Got Bianca. It looks like he can actually equip the Stiletto Div. I'm not going to do it, but it looks like he could, theoretically. He's got the same stuff, okay. Oh, cool. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's that song that you guys were listening to at the end there. That all those songs were from my first album, Drift, from my band's first album, and that song was actually called "Dog and the Vampire," which is, I'll tell you the story of how that came to be someday. But the sort of short version of it is that actually it is about a scene that I saw in a play between a dog and a vampire. It was the play absolutely sucked, but that scene was amazing. It's cool. I hear monsters somewhere. Aha! Loot. See, I should be, when I see it, I should be able to just click on it and have it go over there. Take off. Let's get the iron. $59 gold. I don't know that you'd be able to. I mean, Varric and, what's her face? What's her name? Cassandra? It's Cassandra, right? Yeah, Cassandra. Varric and Cassandra are, a rogue and a warrior, respectively. So I don't know if you're able to change things later on, but... There you go. Quest party optional. Ram leather, fennec fur. Wait. Is that armor? What is that? Or is that like something I can use to make armor? Oh, crafting materials. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. There are aspects of this that they clearly were thinking about in regards to Skyrim. Aspects of it, you know. Okay. That's true, Dragon. It's also tying together word learning, textual learning, with actually hearing it in different contexts and different cadences is also really helpful.
That cannot be all of them.
That's why singing to kids is so helpful.
Our priority must be the breach. Unless we seal it soon, no one is safe.
I'm leaving that to the man with the glowing hand.
Oh my God, Shadowed. Take it easy. I've known, I remember there's a baseball player once who supposedly got injured because he had too hard of a sneeze. He like pulled some muscle and he was put on the 15-day DL. So you're in good company.
Lady Cassandra! Lieutenant, you're alive. Just barely.
Lesser terror. Close that rift. Nice, dragon.
Sealed, as before.
My father did the same
You are
thing.
becoming quite proficient at this.
Not just fairy tales,
Let's
though.
hope it works on the big one.
Thank the Maker you finally arrived, Lady Cassandra. I don't think we could have held out much longer.
Thank our prisoner, Lieutenant. He insisted we come this way.
The prisoner? Then you...
You'll be fine, Shadowed.
It was worth saving you, if we could.
Then you have my sincere gratitude.
The way into the valley
It's kind of a
behind
cool
us is
helmet.
clear for the moment. Go while you still can.
At once.
I know, Law. I just got excited to play this.
The path ahead appears to be clear of demons as well.
Let's hurry before that changes. Down the ladder. That's the way to the temple.
How about you shut up and let me put on my cowl, Cassandra? I can't help it, man. I was excited to try it. Teach English with Adventure. Yep. Yes, indeed. Okay, that's fine. Oh, no. Hunting longbow. What else we got? It's not interesting. What about armor? See, I've got a Templar Scribe Cowl. I don't meet all of the requirements to equip... Oh, I need to be level 6? Oh, excuse me. Did not realize. Okay. Please do not. I'm very glad that you guys are excited about Ultima Underworld, but I'm a little bit surprised that that you're not more pumped up about, like, yes, finally Dragon Age. Ultima 9, oh god. Alright. Whoa. Check out that climbing. Wizardry 8. Wow.
So, holes in the Fade don't just accidentally happen, right?
If enough magic is brought to bear, it is possible.
But there are easier ways to make things explode.
That is true.
We will consider how this happened once the immediate danger is past.
Post. Zork. Yeah. You are liable to be eaten by a grue. This is scary looking Fade.
The Temple of Sacred Ashes.
What's left of it?
That is where you walked out of the Fade, and our soldiers found you.
And that is why we have brought you back. Because of course we did. Okay. High Chancellor Roderick. I'm thinking about Warwick. Oh, yeah, I hear you, Hippo. There are some who claim men have no place in the Chantry, beyond the lowest rank of scholarly brothers and those who take their place amongst the Templars. It is not true. This is an organization spanning 7 nations, from the smallest village Chantry to the Grand Cathedral in Val Royeaux. It takes more than sermons to keep it alive. There is an invisible army at work, ensuring meals are delivered, repairs are made, and faithful attended to, and much of it done by Chantry brothers like myself. So you're glorified butler, then. You're likely to be eaten by a grue. Yep. The position of High Chancellor places a man beside the Most Holy. I control who is permitted audience, handle her correspondence, deliver her word to Thetis, and serve as her advisor on matters which may be mundane but cannot be disregarded. If I have influence, let it be said it is something I use sparingly, if at all. This is a task to which I devote myself with solemnity. I and my fellows bear a burden so that others are free to guide the spirits of Thetis unencumbered. Excerpt from a letter by High Chancellor Roderick Assignon, 938 Dragon, because he's jealous. That's what this comes down to. He is jealous. Okay, I already know about that. I know about that. I know about him. Solus, Trevelyan, and Varric. Alright. So one other thing I saw. Places. Temple of Sacred Ashes rediscovered. According to legend, the Sacred Ashes of Andraste were carried out of the Imperium by Havard, disciple of Our Lady. Wounded by Tevinter's soldiers when he tried to stop Andraste's capture, Havard was too late in coming to Minrathous to stop the execution. All he found was her ashes left out in the elements. As soon as Havard touched them, Andraste appeared in a vision. "Rise," she said, "Aegis of the Faith. The Maker shall never forget you so long as I remember." The Aegis of the Faith, so named by our prophet herself, stood at her word and found his wounds healed and his spirit renewed. He gathered the ashes of Andraste and returned to the lands of the Alamori tribes, which are now Ferelden. It's said that Andraste's song led him to a holy site, where Havard and his followers built a temple to house her remains. There the legend ends. For centuries, men searched for the Temple of Sacred Ashes, finding only rumors and tall tales. Chantry scholars concluded that there was no temple. There were no sacred ashes. It was all a myth, allegory intended to inspire and feed the fire of faith. Then the hero of Ferelden came. Seeking to cure a dying Arl with the miraculous powers of the ashes, the hero, with the help of renowned scholar Brother Ferdinand Genetivi, I remember that, traced the steps of the ancients and came to a remote ruin high in the Frostback Mountains. There the urn of sacred ashes waited as the legend said it would. After the triumph of the righteous over the Fifth Blight, the temple's discovery was shared with the world. Much to our dismay, however, by the time our soldiers arrived at the temple, the urn had disappeared. To this day, we do not know who took them or why. All that is certain is that it was the Maker's will. The hero of Ferelden did not share the discovery with the world, and Brother Genetivi, whose research made it possible, had disappeared without a trace. Truth, however, will always out, and rumors circulated about the cause of Arl Eamon Garen's miraculous recovery. Agents of the Chantry investigated claims about the urn of sacred ashes and were eventually led, as the hero had been led, to the temple. By the time our soldiers reached it, however, the urn was nowhere to be found. Though the ashes were gone, the temple itself stood, and it has since become a source of hope for the faithful. If the Grand Cathedral is the beating heart of our Chantry, then the Temple of Sacred Ashes is her soul. Here we honor the Chantry's past, even as we forge bravely into our future. From a lecture delivered by Chantry scholar Mother Clotilda at the University of Orlais in 938 Dragon. Really love the art on this cards.
They say a woman was in the rift behind you. No one knows who she was.
Yeah, the problem with spiderweb games, and I've tried, Guilt gave me a bunch of them. Oh god, what? The problem with them, honestly, is, what the hell? Okay. The problem with them for me is that the graphics are so dated and the UI is so bad that it's kind of rough, honestly. What the hell is this? People like frozen in place? Wow. Holy crap, look at all these guys. Whoa. It's a good question, and I don't totally remember, Love Shack. I think I might have given the ashes to the researcher, but I haven't played... I mean, I played that game years ago, so I honestly don't remember what I did with it. Come on. How's the Templar helmet? Is it better than what I have? Spear and Templar helmet. It looks dumb as hell. Okay, that's dumb. I'm not wearing that. Okay. However, definitely wear that. That's more like it. I found your backyard. I know it! Damn it, Messiah. I know he looks stupid. Looks dumb. He looks... I'm telling you. Look at this guy and tell me that he doesn't look like some Star Wars Empire reject. He's got the silly-looking vest. Who the hell knows what this is? He's got the ridiculous helmet. He looks dumb, I know. He looks like he's like some officer in the Empire, I swear. Hey Gray, what's up, man?
Breach is a long way up.
You're here. Thank the Maker.
Liliana, have your men take up positions around the temple.
Is there?
This is your chance to end this. Are you ready?
I'll try, but I don't know if I can reach that, much less close it.
No.
There you go, Messiah.
This rift was the first, and it is the key. Seal it, and perhaps we seal the breach.
Then let's find a way down. And be careful.
Now is the hour of our victory.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Now is the hour of me saving. That's what you meant to say, boss. Alright. Now, why is the hour of my...
Bring forth the sacrifice.
sacrifice?
What are we hearing?
At a guess, the person who created the breach.
You know this stuff is red lyrium, Seeker.
I see it, Varric.
But what's it doing here?
Magic could have drawn on lyrium beneath the temple, corrupted it.
It's evil. Whatever you do, don't touch it.
Keep the sacrifice still.
Someone help me! That is...
Seems like it.
Someone help me!
What's going on?
That was your voice. Most Holy called out to you, but...
What?
What's going on here?
Run when you can! Hold them!
We have an intruder. Kill him now.
Intruder alert.
You were there! Who attacked? And the Divine, is she... Was this vision true? What are we seeing?
I don't remember.
Echoes of what happened here. The fade bleeds into this place. This rift is not sealed, but it is closed, albeit temporarily. I believe that with the mark, the rift can be opened, and then sealed properly and safely. However, opening the rift will likely attract attention from the other side.
Here's a
That
shock.
means demons! Stand ready!
You guys standing ready? Heyo! He's like, how are ya?
Now!
Gonna back up, back up, back up, back up.
forces! Wear it down!
Alright, keep him off.
The demon is vulnerable! Now!
Ow.
More coming through the rift!
Ow, ow, ow! That hurt. I should move away. Move away. You have a potion. Alright, you back there. Okay. Pride Demon. Can I still disrupt this? Yeah. Disrupt, please. Alright, so now I get to this. Disrupt, 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 disrupt. Oh, sorry guys. Ow. Come on, stay with it. Stay with it. Ow, that was dumb. Alright. I kind of wish it wouldn't do that, because then I can't see what I'm doing.
Now! Seal the rift!
Love to do that. Can you show me how I'm supposed to do that when I can't freaking see? Where is the rift that I'm trying to see? There we go.
Do it!
And... okay. Alright. Achievement unlocked. The Wrath of Heaven. Yay, got an Origin achievement. Pretty much. I think that's what it is, yeah. Now, super long time. Holy cow, are these load times long. All this is just loading. Okay. I can't believe he's wearing a Star Wars outfit.
Oh. I didn't know you were awake. I swear.
Don't worry about it. I
beg your forgiveness and your blessing. I am but a humble servant. You're back in Haven, my lord. They say you saved us. The breach stopped growing, just like the mark on your hand. It's all anyone has talked about for the last 3 days.
And the danger is over.
The breach is still in the sky, but that's what they say. I'm certain Lady Cassandra would want to know you've wakened. She said, at once.
And where is she?
In the Chantry, with the Lord Chancellor. At once, she said.
That outfit looks like a dress outfit. It really does. Possibly. Let's take a look at some of his loot. Ah, elf fruit. Okay. Aha. Alright, let's read it. Patient observations. Vain hope. Someone better than me takes over before the survivor expires. Notes in case. Day 1. Clammy. Shallow breathing. Pulse over fast. Not responsive. Pupils dilated. Mage says his scarring mark is thrumming with unknown magic. Wish we could station a Templar in here just in case. That's charming. What else does that say? Let's see what we got. Creatures. No, creatures. There we go. Creatures. The most powerful demons yet encountered are the pride demons, perhaps because they, among all their kind, most resemble men. As clever and manipulative as the desire demon, with a penchant for cruel irony that is almost human. While the demons of desire largely engage in the bribery of mortals, pride will use mortals' own best nature against them. Clever men outwit themselves. Strong men crush themselves. Humble men forget themselves. Jealous men fear themselves. They turn corruption and ruin into an art. From Beyond the Veil, Spirits and Demons by Enchanter Murdramel. Okay, I already know about the Shade. What else we got? Magic. Red Lyrium. To answer your question, my lord, yes, I have indeed heard of this red lyrium of which you speak. A single piece of it surfaced in the eastern city of Kirkwall, and its influence alone was nearly enough to cause the city's destruction. As near as we can determine, it is regular lyrium that has been somehow corrupted. Those who have touched red lyrium, or even come near it, reports that it sings to them, like whispers in the mind that slowly drive them mad. We do not know, however, what might stem from extended contact with red lyrium. Madness, surely, but would there be a physical corruption as well? What would happen if a mage or a Templar used red lyrium as they used regular lyrium? Far more disturbing is the fact that lyrium could be corrupted at all. Treat any red lyrium you encounter as if it were poison. Do not go near it, do not attempt to destroy it, and most importantly, do not attempt to use it. From a partially burned letter by an unknown writer affixed with a Grey Warden's seal. I already know about the breach, so I think that's done there. Places. Haven. I would like to speak to you of Haven, the village in the Frostbacks, close to the Temple of Sacred Ashes. We are all aware of its past. It was home to the disciples of Andraste, as they called themselves. Descended from the people who built the temple itself, they had strayed over years of isolation from their once noble roots to become dragon worshippers. After the hero of Ferelden discovered the Temple of Sacred Ashes, which the disciples guarded jealously, what remained of the cult moved on, and Haven was abandoned to the ice and the snow. I passed through Haven on my pilgrimage to see the Temple of Sacred Ashes. There was a storm, and I took shelter in the hall of Haven's chantry. Though they were dusty from neglect, the walls of that lonely place were strong and shielded me from the biting winds. Peace came upon me, and my eyes were opened to Haven's incredible beauty. It could not be overcome by the pain and the horror of the past. It could not be masked by decay and disuse. It would not be forgotten. Haven is precious to our lay, to the chantry, and to the Sunburst throne for its historical and religious significance. It is my will that Haven be restored, rededicated to the service of Andraste, and preserved for the ages. Let it be a sanctuary for the pilgrims who seek out the Temple of Sacred Ashes. May they rest here beneath the cold, bright skies. May the glory of the Maker be revealed to them as they gaze upon the gray peaks that are the work of his hand. Now and forevermore let this be a haven for the faithful. From his speech by Divine Justinia V in 935 Dragon. Oh yeah? That's cool, love. What is this Power 1 thing? Is that just like the first chapter? What is this Power 1 thing up here in the top left? Does anybody know what that is? Whoa. Suddenly got that Star Wars thing going on. Oh wait, no. Okay. I've even got the Star Wars outfit. This totally is. They got too sucked into like Knights of the Old Republic. And so now all of a sudden EA is all about now they're making all of their games basically have Star Wars connections. He wears it, you know. Oh yeah, secret place. Rugged longbow. Oh, schematic, huh? I heard that one of the things I heard is that this game opens up considerably in the next, I mean, in the not too distant future, it opens up considerably. So early on, you kind of have to get through it. It feels a little like underwhelming at first, but if you get through the first couple of hours, then it really kind of picks up. So let's see if that's true. Shoot. This is chugging a little bit. It's chugging a little bit. I'm going to see if I can cut the graphics down a bit. I'll leave the high quality up. Let's drop the textures slightly. It's only going to be noticed when it restarts. Okay. Let me save it then and then restart it. Let me save and restart because it's chugging a little bit. Yes, I'm certain I want to. I know, yeah, Messiah. Use my new god status to seduce. Oh my god, there's a load time even to get off of this screen? Okay. So let me quit and then restart. This should not be taking this. Okay. Good grief. Alright. And now we'll restart it. I do not have an SSD, no, Shadowed. I've seen some of the details about it, and it's possible at some point I might look into something like that, but exactly, Apples. Loading quit game. The first time this connected to the Dragon Age servers. I'm counting it now. Okay, that was faster. That was only about 5 seconds. That's good. Alright, let's see how long this takes. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,